I've owned my practice for 10 years. I've always taken data really seriously. And I, like the others, have built a bunch of spreadsheets. And thank goodness I'm done with that. I just log in here every single morning to see how we're doing. So I think of this like my little pulse in the morning. First thing I do every day, and maybe I'm a little bit OCD about this, is I go to the goals because I want to know, since business closed last night, how close we are to our goal today to know where I need to put my attention. We can assume everybody's doing great best practice care, but how are we filling the seats in our clinic to make sure that we're hitting those revenue goals every single day? Seeing whether I'm on target for revenue, units, ASP, it's interesting because I'll see these shift and I'll realize, wow, we are killing our revenue goal. We're killing our ASP, but we're not converting as many. So we're seeing a lot of people. We're not converting as many as we need to. We're hitting our goals. It should feel good, but it doesn't, because what I see is that we're leaving opportunities on the table who came to us for help and we didn't supply them with the help that they came to us for. So taking that data into account and thinking it through is my favorite thing. Patient flow is exactly where I go. And so I want to look ahead at the next 7 days to make sure that we are filling all of our opportunity slots. And I want to look ahead at the month to see where are things red and what do we need to get on the phones? Do we need to send an email newsletter? What can I do to make sure that we're filling the slots? This current sales pipeline in the bottom right is fantastic, showing you the pipeline, the future opportunities, the open opportunities. Sometimes you'll find that this tells a different story than you expect. You might look at the schedule and you go, wow, we are so full. But then you look at your opportunities and you realize you're actually not going to make enough money, even though you're working your tush off every day. So one of the things that we've done with our block schedule, I know how many opportunities per week each provider should have. So those blocks are built way in advance. Maybe it is this provider is going to get 7 opportunities a week. And I know generally what the close rate is going to be. So then I know what the revenue should be. If you look at back to goals for a second and then the 2025 forecast, I might look at this every single day too, because what it shows me is for the number of business days we have this month, what is the revenue goal that I've put in for the clinic? When we have a monthly meeting with our team, I present the revenue goal for the month, but also for the day. And that's something that I learned in the dental world that's very common for them is they know they've got X number of providers, number of slots. They need to produce $11,000 today and tomorrow and the next day. And so most of that doesn't necessarily come from the skill of the provider. It comes from how we schedule. So when I'm using these tools to make sure that we have enough slots booked, we hit our revenue goals without having to think hard about it. It just happens because that's how the schedule is built. That is my all-time favorite thing about MVP. It's what I use it for the most. And I love seeing when we're winning and we're hitting those goals, and I get to reward our team. They know exactly what they're going for. It's apparent to them at the beginning of the month. They don't get surprised at the end where did we hit it? Did we not? They know what we're going for.